Hello there, like and subscribe. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for 500 subscribers, by the way. Thank you so much. It means a lot. I'd like the next goal now is to get to 1,000 so I can finally start making money on this channel. There's going to be a special 500 subscriber video coming up soon, which should be fun. Um, but in the meantime, I have to keep making videos because, well, I like making videos and they're fun and you know, um, it keeps me going. But I do have a lot of thoughts about different movie franchises and stuff, and sure, why not make a video about it and talk about it? Um, so I keep coming back to Marvel's Eternals, for because I think it has a big ramifications in the next phase, and it certainly does. There's some movie trailers that come out now, like that's referencing it now, even though it wasn't the biggest box office thing, or but they're going ahead with it anyway. I actually thought it was really good, but but it's the pacing and that was kind of a bit off. But anyway, I do have a movie review on it. You can go and check that out on my channel. Um, but let's get into the crux of what we're talking about. So, um, basically, spoilers for the movie, spoilers for Eternals going forward. But so this is kind of for like people who've seen all the films, basically. Um, so up until like the beginning of 2023, anyway. Um, so, um, in Eternals, basically they figure out pretty quick that they're kind of robots, but like you know AI kind of robots, or they're kind of they've got human bodies, kind of like from Westworld. Like they're kind of human, but they're not human. But it I don't know. I think they have to kind of clean it up a little bit because it gets confusing. Um, like we can see Thor's dad now. The reference Thor's dad a lot. Hang on. Now Harry Styles he comes up after the credits. There's a mid roll credit thing, and Harry Styles basically comes up as Thor's dad's brother, which is okay, weird, but fine. Um, and then it's like, so then how does he have kids? So like, did he figure out a way to have kids? Because he clearly had a kid. He clearly had Thor. So it's not really known whether in the movie if Thor's mum is actually human or a robot. But it doesn't really matter. Either way, Thor's dad still figured out a way of having kids. And I don't know if they're supposed to have kids. Um, that's kind of like the crux of the thing. Like they're just supposed to take care of the planet until this guy is big enough. Because basically planets are like eggs, and they feed off of the life energy of humans or whatever, and or whatever species grows, and then when they're big enough, they hatch from the egg, and but of course in Eternals that was stopped, uh, for a very good reason because there's so many people, and they even put in COVID, saying COVID like actually paused the process because so many, like half the population disappeared, so it might have taken even longer for it to happen. Um, so that was, oh no, it wasn't COVID, it was the snap. That's right, it was the snap. That's why it because half the population disappeared. Um, anyway, I get COVID and Snap conflated sometimes in my head, because they're kind of similar. But anyway, that's another video. But anyway, so what was I saying? So yeah, so he actually figured out a way. Like Thor's dad was kind of awesome. because he not only figured out a way to save his like a big chunk of his planet and some of the population on his planet, because we now know that not everybody on the population is superpowers, like because that's what people kept asking, like does like everybody who lived in Ragnarok, oh no, not Ragnarok, but everybody who lived on this planet like have superpowers? No, they don't. They were just the humans that were on it, and that was it. And he managed to save this one chunk of it. So pretty powerful, you know. He's pretty powerful. So, but then obviously he had a kid with his wife, and Thor came about. So Thor's kind of half and half, if anything. Where and Loki was adopted, so he isn't like he's a big blue alien thing, but he has the power to like make himself look like anybody or anything basically. So that's fine. So Loki isn't a robot. um. So yeah. So I think maybe I think Galactus is going to be a problem. I think the new Fantastic Four film's coming out, but Galactus is going to be the big bad guy in that one, which is fair enough. But I think these guys, they could cause more. They could do more harm than good go in the future. But maybe we'll see what happens. Um, but yeah, it makes you like in Thor, Love and Thunder. We can see that there's Zeus, and then there's a load of different gods. Like Thor walks around and he sees loads of different gods, and there's some gods kind of missing, but that's okay. But I think even the rock god is there. But I think, are we to assume that all of these guys are robots? I don't know. Yeah, I think so. I think like they're all kind of robots, and whether they know they're really robots or not, actually, I don't think they do. I don't think they ever did, because there was only really the Eternals that figured out that they were robots, and they figured out the truth. And so these guys, they don't know. Um, and the other thing is too, did they even have their planets anymore? And why did this guy at the start of Love and Thunder kind of not really care about his people all dying out of a plague or whatever? Because that was kind of off. You know what I mean? Like, so that didn't go towards the story. So, um, yeah. So maybe, yeah. So that's kind of a plot hole there. Like he really just didn't care about his, and like the Eternals, these guys have to care. They have to get their population to a degree, and then it's, well, maybe he just didn't know about the grand plan. Maybe he killed because there was a group of them in a planet, so maybe he killed his boss without ever finding out the truth, and then just let everybody die out. Um, Not really caring because he's a really gluttonous so and so. So maybe that's, yeah. So his planet is still there, and like this guy's planet is still there, but like there's it's still an egg, like it's still whole, because his god didn't know that he's a robot. But yeah, those are kind of, I don't know if it's a plot hole, or those are kind of answers that needs to be uh questions that need to be answered in the next films, I guess. But yeah, so that's my theory. Um yeah, so that's my theory. Like and subscribe, check out my channel, check out my other theories on the MCU universe, and thank you very much for 500 subscribers. I really appreciate it. And yeah, that's it. Thanks. Hope you enjoyed it. Um, comment it in the comments if you have any theories yourself. I might make another video out of that. Thanks very much. See you later.